Okay guys, we are back. Today we'll be reacting to how D Block Europe beat the system. Video by Knowledge. Now, D Block Europe, they're from the southeast London. They're from my ends. Do you know what I'm saying? LB's my second cousin.
What? What the fuck?
And D Block Europe, they've just been doing their thing for years. Do you know what I'm saying? I went to school with them. I was in year 7, they was in year 11. They were in the same year as my sister. And that being said, I mean, they know my family more, innit? But I was young, do you know what I mean? Obviously, the family's the family. I got such a big family, man. Jamaicans, man. I think LB's like my second cousin or third. Yeah, I'm locked in with his brother a lot more. That being said, let's just get straight to the video.
Eminem has the most top 10 rap albums in the UK ever with 11. But D Block Europe are only just behind with 8. That's more than Drake, Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar and every other UK rapper. Not many UK acts have come through.
That's what I'm saying. They need to put respect on DBE's name. Do you know what I'm saying? DBE needs to be spoken in them conversations when people are talking about the Sench, Daves, Stormzy's and that, because DBE has been doing their thing. Watching them over the years just get better and better, pushing out releases and releases. It's just mad still. I even produced one song for them one time. They come here and they recorded with one of my engineers, Scratch. I couldn't make the session unfortunately, so I was a bit upset, but you know what I'm saying? Never came out though, but banger. I'll be real, banger. These man's work rate is crazy. Even the fact that these lot can push out songs, even the way they record, like they'll be spurring out songs every 15 minutes. They'll literally just throw melodies, freestyle, and pick the ones later on what one's better. Do you know what I'm saying? Which songs are good, are worth spending their time on. So these man will leave like the studio with like 20, 30 songs.
Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar and every other UK rapper. Not many UK acts have come through and dominated the scene or pushed the sound like D Block Europe. Today, I'm going to take you through their entire journey, from freestyling in car parks as teenagers, to running from the police for 10 months, to then becoming one of the most commercially successful UK rap acts of all time. Young Adz, born on July 29th, 1995, entered the rap game at only 12 years old, at the same time still in the trap game. At 15, he'd secured a 5-album deal, but after struggling to stay out of trouble, he got released from his deal. By 17, he was arrested for being involved in county lines in Oxford. Dirtbike LB, born on October 30th, 1996, the other half of DBE, had been best friends with Adz since year 7, and after—
Hey, this guy's done his research. I went Central for just year 7. That's why I never got to build such a personal relationship with these lot. My brothers and sisters did. They all went. I was in year 7, my brother was in year 10, my sister was in year 11, my other sister was in year 8. And yeah, man, these are the stories, and I was just too young to be involved. But I moved then to Harris Boys, East College, and yeah, I kept it moving.
While Adz was still having legal troubles and on tag, LB pushed Adz to focus on his music, telling him that he's hard, he can do this music thing. LB's brother flew out to America to build connections in the music game over there, and everything changed when Young Adz's music got shown to New York hip-hop heavyweight Jadakiss. And Jadakiss got on the phone with Young Adz, where Adz rapped down the phone to Jadakiss for 10 minutes. Jadakiss's group, The Locks, had a label called D Block, and they were looking at expanding to Europe. When he found Young Adz, he wanted him to fly out to the US, but Adz couldn't go there.
He said, I want to fly you out now. I'm like, I'm on tag. I got to explain to him, tag. They don't call it that in America. Curfew, ankle monitor. He's like, word? You trapping? I'm like, yeah. Stay out of the long reach of the federal law.
After finally meeting Adz, Jadakiss knew that that was his guy, and so the D Block expansion into Europe was born, hence the name D Block Europe. Initially, D Block Europe was made up of Young Adz and another rapper, Aerosync. The first D Block Europe song, called Diamonds, was released on SBTV on the 8th of September 2013.
Styrofoam cup full of lean. MBM the squad, my G's only loyal niggas round me.
Ads got the chance to feature on a Jadakiss song called Confetti. As the song was ringing off in America, Ads' plans to take over the States were again cut short when he still couldn't stay out of legal trouble, leading to another travel ban and him being on the run in the UK for 10 months. And this is when Ads knew the only way he was going to stay out of the streets and focus on the music was if they brought LB into the group.
When that happened, I'm on the run, but we're still recording. We ain't making no music. I'm still trapping. I'm on the run. I'm still trapping. And then we had a big meeting, me and his brother, my manager, and he's basically like, sticking it on me. Like, we've invested too much money into this. It's getting embarrassing. We've made too much links happen. Like, you need to make some music. And then I'm like, LB, it's only gonna work if you rap with me, bro. Okay, that's when LB started rapping. I had that conversation with LB, but I was just capping because I really didn't practice none of that. I'm still trapping, and then LB's getting onto me. Like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
LB was brought into the trio, going under the name Dirtbite Lil Bance. The trio dropped a load of songs from 2014 to 16, such as Squad, Ringin', Girl, Thank the Plug, Anybody, all which can still be found on Link Up TV. And then around early 2017, Aerosync took a step back from making music in DBE. Now, it's unclear why Aerosync stepped back from the group, but that interview from 2019, they do mention Aerosync and say that they're still on good terms and that he is family. But it was at this point that the D Block Europe we now know was formed. In May 2017, Ads and LB dropped a handful of songs, including an unforgettable remix, Ice Cream Van, Love of the Money. But everything...
I can't lie, that year, bangers, man. Bangers still. These men were going in. These men were going in.
Changed on June 1st, 2017, when they dropped the song Trap House, or the classic, I should say.
First time I ever saw that coca swimming, I looked up and then the nigga started grinning.
It was the first song to really blow in the UK for them, and through 2017 and 2018, every release would only make them bigger. On the 20th of July, they'd release large amounts.
I got her wet, she squirting like a fountain. Call me LA, yeah, you know that's large amount.
Hit 3rd of September, Trophy with Young Ads and Notes.
I wanna put
Bangers.
you in saline, yeah. Pin you down and make you scream.
Hit February 2018, Favorite Girl featuring Young T and Bugsy.
Bangers. I still listen to this now.
Hit. Every time Ads is on a chorus, then it's 1 million views guaranteed. But the song that took him to the next level was The Shard, released on the 7th of January 2018.
You should've saw the way I hit it in the shard. I'm pouring lean and lemonade in Shangri-La.
The song got picked up by Ministry of Sound Recordings on a distribution deal, becoming certified silver in the UK. Before DBE, wave/trap music in the UK wasn't that present. Some artists like Young Fume had a little success, but DBE really took it to the next level. And the reason for that, for me, it was just different. You had all these UK rappers rapping, and then you had DBE coming in on like a melodic singing one, which made the music enjoyable for the guys to listen to, but also the girls. Using heavy auto-tune like that to that level of...
That is very true, because back then, like, most people would be thinking singing, like, why are you singing, fam? Singing it's kind of washed, you know what I mean? Like, but they were doing it still, and they were making it work, and the girl them were loving it. Because remember, back then was a drill era. Everyone was on rapping, everyone was on drill rap, do you know what I mean? Everyone was going mad.
Hadn't really been done in the UK before DB came along. They also made noise for being the first UK rappers to publicly come out as bowcats. And when I say they were publicising this, all you have to do is listen to the first 2 bars of Nasty.
At that time, because no one had done it, it was still like a big deal in the UK.
That was like,
yeah, it was the first time some
bowcat, and it was such a taboo. It was such a taboo. Like, nobody is doing that, or they're doing it on the DL. No one wanted to go public about that. That was a mad thing. But these man flipped it still. And that's what made them different and set them apart from everyone else.
You backlash about Nasty. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm a nasty ass nigga. I kiss every single body part she got. I'm still a G. I take 10 grand out and get them other shotters shot the fuck up in OT.
On the 20th of July 2018, they'd released their first mixtape, Any Minute Now, with another rapper, Young Bane. It peaked at number 14 in the UK albums chart and would
Bane, man, that's my family.
What can you backlash about?
That is my family. Big shout out to Bane still. That's my family.
Nasty, listen to what I'm saying. I'm a nasty ass nigga. I kiss every single body part she got. I'm still a G. I take 10 grand out and get them other shotters shot the fuck up in OT.
On the 20th of July 2018, they'd released their first mixtape, Any Minute Now, with another rapper, Young Bane. It peaked at number 14 in the UK albums chart and would set the tone for their debut solo mixtape to release the next year, Home Alone. The lead single off Home Alone, Kitchen Kings, which released in February 2019, became their most successful song yet.
Up in that kitchen, I don't need no apron. Every other week I was catching cases.
Peaking at number 16 in the UK singles chart. A few days later, the mixtape Home Alone released on the 15th of February, peaking at number 6 and marking their first entry into the top 10 albums chart. The 19-track mixtape featured UK artists like M. Huncho, Nave Smalls, Dino, Swarms, and Lil Pino. Lil Pino was the honorary third member of DBE, featuring on a handful of tracks, but he was never an official member of the group. He released a few songs, had success with a tune called Maya Mills. But now it seems all ties are being cut between him and the duo. On the 4th of October 2019, they released their second solo mixtape, PTSD. The 28 tracks featured more rappers like Dave, AJ Tracy, Lil Baby, and it peaked at number 4 on the UK albums chart, becoming certified platinum. They dropped a second mixtape in 2019 in late December, Street Trauma, peaking at number 9 and becoming certified gold. There's a lot of DB albums and mixtapes, and I listened to all of them at once while researching for this video. And on my second channel, I've just uploaded a video of me reviewing their entire discography, every album, my favorite songs, my least favorite songs. It's a much more laid back style of videos over there, so do me a favor, top link in the description, go subscribe to the second channel, and if you're interested, go watch that video and let me know your opinions in the comments. On October 9th 2020, the Blueprint Us vs Them was released, D-Block Europe's first album. If you're wondering what's the difference between an album and a mixtape, here's a quick explanation. A mixtape, like PTSD, is basically just a collection of songs, no real theme or no real story throughout, whereas an album is usually going to have a bit more narrative. The Blueprint debuted at number 2 and is certified platinum. It also included a song called Ferrari.
Albums usually have a lot more tracks. Albums usually have a lot more tracks. Mixtapes peak around like 12 tracks around, and they're just like a collection of singles. Think of it like that. EPs, same thing. But an album is like, this is me. This is me. This is DBE. Do you know what I mean? That's what the album's meant to be like. Do you know what I mean? With the merch and everything, you go mad.
Horses featuring Ray.
About to date my lady's out for years. New drip on the way,
A song which would become one of the most important of their entire career. I'll get into that later in the video. Mixtape number 4, Home Alone 2, released on the 19th of October 2021 and peaked at number 6. It featured their collab with Central C, Overseas, which broke DB's top 10 song curse.
The year just started and right now I'm looking for cribs overseas. I'm giving my lady some driving lessons in 100 grand G.
You see, before Overseas, D-Block Europe were the act with the most hits and no top 10 song, having 29 singles in the UK top 75 and 0 in the top 10 before Overseas. Lap 5, their second album, released on September 23rd, 2022, peaking at number 2, featuring Ed Sheeran, and was certified gold. They also won back-to-back MOBO awards in 2021 and 2022 for Best Hip Hop Act, as well as a Brit nomination for Best Group in 2022. Lap 5 has one of their coldest album covers in my opinion. Best one out of all of them I would probably give to Any Minute Now, and I've got it in my studio here on a poster. I couldn't find any good quality UK rap posters, so instead I just decided to make my own, and I've made ones, as you can see on the screen right now, for every DBE album. So click the link in my bio and pick yourself one up. They're good quality, the delivery's fast, and they look clean as hell. In July 2023, DBE World, their 5th mixtape released, peaking at number 6, marking their 7th top 10 album. For the purpose of chart placements, mixtapes and albums are synonymous because they can both get on the UK albums chart. That same summer, they became only the 3rd UK rapper ever to headline Wireless Festival in London, with only Stormzy and
DBE, them and Bean going in, and I just wish I had more of an opportunity to work with them more, you know what I mean? My boy Scratch used to work with them a lot. Seb's produced a few beats for them, but do you know what I mean? I wish hopefully in the future we can have an opportunity to work with them more, because they're inspirational still.
18 and Skepta in 2017, achieving that before them. In August, the most successful DBE song ever would release, currently sitting on 940 million streams, meaning D Block Europe are going to join the very small group of UK rappers with a song over 1 billion streams on Spotify, with the only member right now being Skepta with Praise the Lord. But Dave and Central C are probably going to beat them to it, with Sprinter only being a few million off 1 billion streams. And the song Prada, I actually find quite annoying. Casso, a DJ, would mix UK rap vocals over house beats, and after posting one of DBE and Ray's Ferrari horses to TikTok, it went mega viral. Soon enough, the record labels wanted to get the song out on all platforms, and this song has single-handedly kept DBE in the top 3 to 4 most streamed UK rappers every month from pretty much 2023 to 2025. This consistency and success from UK rappers is pretty unheard of. 3 projects in 2019 and an album or mixtape a year from 2020 onwards. Just to put that in perspective, most UK rappers haven't even released 5 albums at all, let alone all but the first one they put out charting in the top 10. And after extensive research, if you made a list of the rappers with the most top 10 albums in the UK ever, it would go Eminem at the top with 11, Kanye West with 9 in second, and D Block Europe in third with 8.
With YouTube Premium, watch ad-free videos.
Big up them, man.
And listen ad-free on the YouTube Music app. One subscription.
But they were still waiting on one thing that they'd never achieved, the #1 album. That was until they released Rolling Stone, their 3rd studio album, on January 12th, 2024, debuting at #1 and selling 18,000 units first week. To promote the album, they also announced their first show back at the O2 Arena in London. After selling out the first show, they announced they were doing another 3 nights.
Today,
Yeah, this one was
Sunday,
mad.
4th months.
This one was crazy. This one was crazy, man. These lot really made history on this one still. I can't lie. These lot, they're on a generational run still.
Team. Day #1 at the O2 today. We're gonna go sleep at the O2. No cap, I got a block mattress. I'm trapping at the O2. We're sleeping at the O2 for 4 nights. So just packed up the car. We're gonna skirt down there and bando at the O2 for 4 nights. Let's show you that. It goes into this thing, it is.
Selling out the O2 4 times is no joke. I can only name a few UK rappers who would even be capable of doing that, and yet DBE still seem to be disrespected more than they should for the achievements and
100%.
accolades that they have.
These
For
man-
years, people have always
They need to put respect on their name. I swear down. I keep saying this.
questioned why Young Adz has never gone solo, with him often being the hook on most of the songs and just being a bit more popular in general.
Let me say this one thing, because a lot of people would say, like, obviously now the tapes out, niggas are getting that LB's hard, yeah? But a lot of people would say, why don't you just go solo? And it's like, most of the good things, and I'm saying this on record, on rec, all of these highlight moments we're talking about was all LB. I didn't want to shoot Trap House. We came back from damn, man's losing a bag 5, 3.5 grand, 6 grand in the casino, busting hammers in Amsterdam, you know, having a good time. And then we come back and LB's like, yeah, we're shooting a video.
Even though Young Adz said that back then, it looks like LB is ready for retirement of some form. Young Adz, however, is more consistent than ever, releasing solo songs regularly. He's still dropping them on the D Block Europe account and using the name on YouTube. So maybe it's a legal thing or a contracted thing, or they're planning a final goodbye for the fans in some sort. I don't know. What it does look like though is D Block Europe as a duo are coming to an end, or they might have just already finished as a duo completely, which is why I wanted to make this video, because I've always been a fan of DBE and I've always said that I feel like D Block Europe are one of those artists that people won't really give their flowers to until they're gone or until they've retired. I just always found that weird, because whether you're fans of their music or not, you can't deny the success or the impact, and D Block Europe will 100% be one of those artists who get all of their flowers once they retire. All of these accolades will come out the woodworks, which is why I wanted to make this video now and be the first one to say it, that these two are two of the greatest to ever do it from the UK. Record makers, record breakers, two of the most underappreciated UK rappers
100%.
ever.
100%. I can't lie. Them man are on a generational run and doing their thing. They've been doing their thing, man, and I just love to see it, man. That's another two black youths from the ends that's just made it big, you know what I'm saying? And it's mad inspirational. But guys, please like, comment and subscribe, and I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Also follow my Twitch as well. Follow my Twitch, follow the Twitch, because I'll be live streaming. I'm live streaming often. I finally got my TV, so I'm gonna be live streaming gaming and that. Got a few things in the works, but yeah man, guys, peace. Follow the Twitch.